When I was a boy, if you had asked me what the high point of the Christian calendar was, I would have said Christmas. I loved the baby Jesus, the brightly lit trees with their ornaments, the presents, and to my wondering boyhood eyes, the huge sacks of candy at the Christmas program. If you had told me back then that Easter was the most important day in the Christian calendar, I would not have believed you. All Easter seemed to offer was a new set of clothes and an egg hunt. Nice, but even as a boy, I knew I would have received the clothes anyway, and egg hunting, not so much. On the balance then of my boyhood scales, Christmas was awesome, and Easter was no big whoop. I did not really begin to understand Easter liturgically, or that it truly was the high point of the calendar, the Christian calendar, until I served as an intern minister at an Evangelical United Church of Christ as part of my seminary training. The tradition of the church I served included an elaborate Easter processional featuring a 9-foot-tall wooden cross that had been earlier used during Lenten activities, but for the Easter service was covered like a high school float with chicken wire and freshly cut spring flowers brought by the members of the congregation Easter morning. As a celebrant in the Easter service, I wondered how the congregation would get the cross covered with flowers in time for the service. The task seemed huge to me, but it was accomplished in stride by this well-experienced congregation. I helped as I could, but mostly I just watched in awe and wonder while they worked. As I witnessed the cross bloom with flowers that Sunday morning, I experienced the meaning of Easter in the depths of my spirit. Easter moved from my mind into the mixed up bag of nuts and bolts of my emotional world. Flower by flower, the adults and the children of this congregation transformed a symbol of criminality and capital punishment of the Roman Empire into a symbol of the power and love of God that Jesus proclaimed, and of the trustworthy conviction of these beautiful folks that love is stronger than death. Jesus had died. This was a fact. Yet in ways too mysterious to explain, but not to experience, somehow the story of Jesus wasn't over yet. Somehow Jesus still lived. Months later, when I realized that after 3 successful years at seminary, my ordination process was heading for a train wreck, I needed to learn the lesson of Easter again. You see, I anticipated that my ordination process would be a breeze. I thought it was a shoo-in, a foregone conclusion. I was wrong, and that was not to be. After listening to my struggles about this for quite some time, my church-appointed mentor said to me, "Bryan, the facts of our lives are always friendly." Ooh, was I angry with him. I fought against his words. I resisted them. I was not finding the facts of my life friendly at all. I thought I had a miserable mentor, and I told him so. After years of healing, though, I think I started to understand and appreciate what my mentor was trying to tell me. I think he was saying what Parker Palmer perhaps would have said to me if he and I had spoken at that time. Bryan, before you tell your life what you intend to do with it. Listen for what it intends to do with you. The facts of my life were not telling me that ordination was the right path. I needed to learn to stop trying to tell my life what I wanted and to start listening. Looking back, I can now easily see that I would not have thrived in the fishbowl life of a minister. The healing message of Easter to me back then was this: Bryan, your value as a human being does not depend upon you becoming ordained. There is new life after the death of your old dreams. It's not over till it's over, and then it's not over. I learned the message of Easter is that love and life are stronger than death, that love and life are stronger even than the facts of my life, no matter how difficult they may seem.